Oh Lord, thank you for ending this dead nation break, bro. This international break. I'm so happy it's done with the football I'm seeing from Southgate, with the best team we've got for England right now, and that's how we're playing. Like, it's poor. Another manager that is probably the job's too big for his boots. You get me? Yes, he might have got us to the final, semi-final, but right now it's poor. But anywho, let's get into the real stuff right now. The Premier League is back. The real football is back. And we all know we got a big match on a Sunday. Big match coming up in the Premier League. Leeds versus Aston Villa. Let's get into this, baby. It's back, baby. Jeff Benevidia, man, you know what time it is, people. The voice of the villains, and we are back, people, for another preview game that's coming up on Sunday. Leeds versus Aston Villa. What a game it's going to be. We all know the little drama we had with them a few years ago. So since that game in the Championship, it's always been a bit of a, you get me, little beef kind of thing, but not strong, but it's there. But before we actually get into the Leeds and Villa game, let's actually speak on Villa, because I feel like people are forgetting a lot of stuff. People are still saying Gerrard's the man. Like, people, what's going on? We're at the international break and now we're saying Gerrard's the man. Like, I don't see it. I'm still 70% Gerrard out, 30% Gerrard in. You get me? If he can prove to me in the next 2 games, before we play Chelsea, I think it is, before we play Chelsea, that he can get these wins, guaranteed wins, and convincingly good football. Not even good football, just convinced wins right now. And we look alright. I'll take it. And the percentage could change, but right now this brother is still in red. Yeah, low battery, all of them things. Need new people. We need the new stuff. But again, we can't dwell on that right now because he's the manager now for the Leeds game, and we need to hope he pulls off a W. We need a W in this game, 100%, people. We have a lot of injuries as well, a lot. I already made a status on my Instagram. Go follow that Stephman_Villaman. Go follow that, people. But it's stressed. Yes, I know Gerrard didn't made these players injured and that, all that crap. But when these men are making a big change from where they've come, man, into the Premier League, I feel like we should ease them into the games. Kamara, Douglas Carlos got straight into the games. Straight into the games where the physicality is a bit more than where they've come from. So, yes, people, I'm not saying Gerrard's the reason why they're injured, etc. But, at the same time, as a manager, management skills in it. Management, it should be a good management going on there. But I'm not going to put it on there. But we have a lot of injuries. Obviously, we've got Carlos still out. We've got Luca Dini out. Cash could be back. Could not, but he's out for now. And Kamara, man, the main DM we need right now. Don't get me wrong, we have got backup, plenty of backup, where I'll get into eventually down the line when I come to the lineup. But he was the main man. He came into the Villa squad and he's made a big difference. So now, without him, it's going to be a big out. It's going to be a big difference. We are actually going back to our original team probably last season. Literally, the original team from last season will probably be in this game. Because every new person we've got, every Gerrard signing, more than likely, is out right now. So, it's going to be a struggle. But again, with the bench we've got and the players we've got still that we can use, like I said, I'm still convinced that this has to be a win for Gerrard. It has to be a W for Gerrard. So, I don't want to hear no excuses about we're missing this player. We've still got enough players on this team to go out there against Leeds and get this win. 100%. Like I said, we still got a few players that I feel like we can take this W. As I said in the international break, McGinn had a brilliant break in Scotland. Played all the minutes. Got his goal. Won me a bit of cash, I will say. Got his goal. But again, he needs to bring that fire into this team again with Villa. That's what I want to see. Ramsey had a good little break as well in the under 21s for England. So I want to see him bring that fire into this game as well. So now we spoke on the international, spoken a bit of Villa. Let's speak on Leeds. As I said, they're sitting 11th right now, where they've got 8 points, where they've won 2, drawn 2, and I think they've lost 2. So again, Leeds are a very up and down team right now. They are above us by 4 places, so I can't really talk too much on them, as in poor and negative. But again, they've not been the best that they've been normally. They can do better. But again, they've had a change in management as well, and he's got his players in now. They've lost a few main players as well. So again, Leeds are going through a transition as well with their players they've got in as well with their manager. But I will say, we have to go disappointed and take the W. We have to. I don't look at their team and see, oh, a bit shaky. Yes, we're going away with a poor. I know that. Yes, we need that crowd behind us. But again, it's Leeds, man. They've lost their big players, as in Phillips, Rafaina. They've lost their big players. Bamford's not the same no more. James, he don't get no minutes really too much anymore. So their main key players they had last season they've gone, or they're not playing that much no more. So it's going to be a bit shaky for them. And as if we could talk about last season, what was the score? And this is where their management, yes, he was new, but Gerrard was still new as well, kind of into this, his first season. And we thumped him 3-0. Chambers with a beauty. Who else? Coutinho got his goal. Coutinho had the game of his life in that game. And then there's one more person as well. I can't actually remember, but he was a banger. It was Chambers and who was the other person? It was Matty Cash. And what a beauty that was. That football there. If you go back here, people, look at that whole that build up. That was brilliant football by Villa. Brilliant. The ball over the top to Matty Cash to find that space. What a goal it was. But like I say, man, Leeds, like I said, the last game they played was against Brentford. They lost 5-2. They don't look strong against teams like who are meant to be middle table. Like if you look at Brentford, they lost like there 5-2. Everton, they drawed with them. So it can probably work in our favour if you look at that. But at the same time, it's Villa. We all know what Villa can do at times. Sometimes we will just play poor. And lately with Gerrard's football, it's been poor. The last 2 games, yeah, it's been okay. We got the 3 points last game, and against Man City, it was a great performance. But before that, previous games, it's been all poor. The football was no good. Obviously, he's saying he wants to change the tactics down, tweak it, and bring back in. Basically, he's saying the beauty football, the great football was gonna quiet down, and we're gonna play a bit more different. And we see it now. We've seen it against Man City. We've seen it as well in the last game. So hopefully he carries on with this, because I don't care. I don't want to see brilliant football. I don't want to see the great football. I don't want to see 1-2, pass, all that. No. Right now, Villa need the 3 points, and that's what it's all about. We need to keep on moving up in this table, because the disrespect I'm hearing on people talk about Villa right now. Every other fan in this league look at us as we're getting the relegation. They're probably not saying relegation, but they're saying you're just about to be one above relegation. People, talk to me nicely, bro, yeah? Don't talk on my team like that, yeah? Because my Villa, we're staying up, we're a Prem team, yeah? Don't worry about the players, it's the manager right now. The whole cause is the manager right now. So, when you're out there dissing my club, just wait on it. Wait on it, people. Wait on it. Let's talk about Leeds' threats, because again, like I've already pointed out, they've lost their main key players, but again, they've brought in a few new players that don't look too bad. Americans, a lot of Jesse March's players he's brought in, like he likes. So I will say they've still got threats, as in Harrison. Harrison's having a great season so far. Should have probably got a call up probably to the England game just to get a little run out, I believe as well. But he's having a great start, so I will say he's their main danger. Main danger for me out in that team, 100%. And you've also got their striker that's coming back as well. He's been injured. Rodrigo, their striker. I think everyone knows who I'm on about anyway. Had a great start to the season, picked up an injury, now he's coming back for this game. So he's going to be a threat as well. 100% he's going to be a strong threat, because he started the season great. You've also got Patrick Bamford. Threat, yeah. He can get a goal. We all know he can get a goal. James as well. We all know with his pace. Against Mings and Konza, that could be key, because James has got enough pace. So I will put him in a threat situation. The American player that they signed as well on the wing, he's a threat as well. like, they've got threats. They have got threats for Leeds, I will say. New management is playing a different way he'd be able to play it as well. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. This game is 100% because we both need the points. We both need the points. I'm stressing it as much as it is. Villa need the points. Freak the play. We just need the points. If it's a 1-0, it's a 1-0. If it's a 6-0, it's a 6-0. If it's a 5-4, it's a 5-4. I just need the W. I'm not gonna stress anymore about that. We just need a W 100% in there. Now we've done the Villa talk, we've done the Leeds talk, we've done the threats. Let's move to the lineup now, because the lineup is gonna get tweets. Villa, like I said, I've spotted that the injuries. I've told you the injuries. There's gonna be a big change this weekend. We might see a debut for a few players this weekend. You might see a player that has been trying to get sold and leave. He might actually could get a start or come off the bench. Sanson. But you never know. I'm just saying you never know, because again, this is where we can see Gerrard. Yeah, he's lost a few players now. Let's see what he can do in it with the players that he's not used really at all. So let's see what he can do. But for me, my lineup, I'm going to go with Emi Martinez in goal, of course. Of course. You get me, of course. We're going to go with Konza and Mings at the back. I wouldn't mind Chambers. Don't mind Chambers if he wants to play him even. But I'm going to go with them two at the back. Right, this is where it's going to change. And this is where we probably see a few players step it up a bit. Step it up. This is your chance now. Because Luka Dean's out and we still don't know about Cash. So right back, I'm still going to go with Ashley Young. Played brilliant in the last 2 games. Ain't done nothing wrong. We're going to put Young there. Comfortable with that. But then when we go to the left back now, we're going to play that Augustin. You know me with names. I'm going to put his name down there. The new left back we got on, was that on loan? No, actually we brought him. So yeah, on loan, sorry. So I'm going to go with him. Augustin. This is his time now where he can step up and show Gerrard that I'm here really, because we haven't seen really too much of him. He hasn't played a lot of minutes at all, so let's see what he can do in it. I'm going to go with him in left back. For the midfield now, we're going to go with obviously McGinn. We have to give him another chance again now, because yeah, he played great for Scotland, so let's see if he can bring that back into the Villa team. So I'm going to go with McGinn, Jacob, obviously, of course, Ramsey, of course, and now this is where it gets a bit sticky, because it would be Kamara. Kamara would have been in there, but he's not playing now. And we ain't seen Douglas Luiz start in many games, even though he should. Douglas Luiz should be starting 100% in most games. But again, with him leaving in January, and he probably want to go and not want to play too much because he don't want to pick up an injury as well after January. But again, the World Cup is coming up, so we don't know where Douglas is going to stand. But I am going to put Douglas Luiz in, but I would not be angry at all if I seen the Canberra start. I would not be angry at all. If I seen the Canberra start, I would not be angry. But I'm going to go with Douglas Luiz because he can play that role perfect. But again, like I said, in the Canberra, or you can even bring in a Sanson. Give Sanson a chance, yeah? Give him the chance. He wants to fight for his place. Yes, he could have got sold literally just before the transfer deadline. It didn't go through, but he's came out and he said he wants to show the manager that he can prove to him that he can play for this team. So I wouldn't mind seeing Sanson either. Any of them three, but for me, for starting, I'm going to go with Douglas Luiz, McGinn and Ramsey midfield. Up front now, obviously I'm going to go with Leon Ross, Clark, Bailey. You get me? Leon Bailey has to go up there on the right. And on the left, I am going to start Coutinho. I am. Reason why, last game he put in a brilliant performance from him. So I want to give him another chance to see what he can bring in there. But don't get it twisted. Buendia is on the bench ready to go whenever he's put a foot wrong. Whenever. Yeah, that's what I will go with. And up front, Gunshot Watkins. If he wants to get into this World Cup team, we need to start seeing goals from him. We need to start seeing goals and more minutes from him. Danny Ings, he ain't going to go to the World Cup. His legs are soon doing. But Watkins has got a chance. So for me, I want to see Watkins on there getting a goal, man. 2, 3. I want to see 2 goals, man, or assists, man, from Watkins. 100%, man. He's had a very slow start to the season, I will say. But that'll be my lineup, people. Let's move to the prediction now, yeah? I'm a confident to say it, yeah? I'm going to say it. 2-0 Villa. Clean sheet once again. I'm saying 2-0 Villa. Yeah, Emmy's got the little taste of the clean sheet now, yeah? So I want to see him getting another one in. I want to see defence strong. I don't want to see goals. Bailey's getting his goal. You know who I think is going to get the second goal? Gunshot to Watkins as well. So for me, 2-0 Villa. Strong. My chest is up there. What? Talk to me nicely, Leeds fans. Talk to me nicely. 3-0, remember that? 3-0. Talk to me nicely. Yeah, people, you get me. I'm excited. The Premier League is back. You get me. We've got a full weekend. I'm about to do my fantasy football. You get me, and put Leon Bailey in there. Watch, yeah. I'm gonna show you, yeah, later on my Instagram. Go follow that. I put Bailey in my team. Then when he gets his 2 goals or 1 goal, yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow the pages. You know what time it is, people. The voice of the feelings, and we are out here. Watch out for the Max Reaction Sunday as well.